everyone, welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Thank you very much for joining us. It's lovely to see you. We are working on a repeat quilt today. I've already done this, about half of it. I didn't like it, so I took it out. I know, crazy, but I did. I really didn't like it, and I would not have been satisfied if I didn't take it out. I like the medallions that I put in each corner and one in the center, but I did a meander all the way through, and whether it was the thread color, the thread, I'm not sure. It didn't go with me, and off it went. So thank goodness for a dedicated husband who had some patience and helped me pick it out, and and even Cousin Carol and Cousin John were a test to it because we took it up there for a weekend and spent like many hours unpicking it. She was putting stitches in, and I was putting stitches out. She was working on a cross-stitch project. And so anyways, we're going to try and finish it off today in the way that I wanted or had changed my mind to. So I've taken, because I like the squares, I put so much effort into making this. It's like 2,500 squares that they really needed to be highlighted, not just mixed all together. So I've taken every other row and I've done like a little bit of an angle stitch from corner to corner. I didn't go straight down or anything like that. I went on an angle. And each row has a bit different. One's going one direction, one's going in the other direction. So I'm just filling it in. I don't know if I'm going to put anything in the plain bits yet, the squares that don't have anything. I'll decide that later, okay? But right now, I'll just show you how I'm going to finish this one off. And hopefully it turns out okay. Just going back and forth. The medallions were stitched in shell color of Glide, and what I'm doing here with the free motion is just light gray. And the kit was relatively easy to put together. About a year and a half ago, I bought about 5 kits to practice and put together and learn from. And this was one of them. So just going back and forth. I did extend it. It's 82 by 82. I put my own little mixy kind of scrappy border on it. I got colors, different colors in each corner sort of thing. But that's what I wanted to do to help accent all the cotton candy sort of colors. Okay, so it's getting close to the bottom where I know my long arm can go. So I'm just going to put a couple little tack stitches there. And because I'm going to have to roll it because I'm working more up at the top here. And I'm going to work on the green coming in this direction, up from this direction. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on this row right here. And you'll see, even though I have it going this way, I'm not going to change it to go this way. I'm going to try and keep it so it's the other direction. That's what helps. That's what's going to make it a challenge, right? Oops, for some reason that got knotted under there. Hello, boy. All right, so here we go. Make sure I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to come along the line and then just back and forth. Okay, I'm just filling it in from corner to corner. Just having fun. I'm not making sure there's 12 exact little back and forths or anything like that. I'm just filling it in, having some fun. This is actually the quilt top. I was putting the strips together. And my girlfriend was visiting Ottawa, and I'd never been to Ottawa before, and I'm about 6 hours away, six and a half hours away. So I thought, oh, well, she's busy doing worky stuff. I'll put this quilt top together. I must have done, I don't know, 7 or 8 blocks, but you know what? It was beautiful outside, so I went and watched the canal and watched people watched until she was done her work. But she's like, you're bringing a quilt? I'm like, I'm bringing a quilt to work on. You're going to be busy. I may get bored. But it was nice that I had something to come back to. I brought my sewing machine. I brought everything. Like, I brought the whole kit caboodle package. Anything that I would need. Had all my pieces and strips cut out beforehand. So all I really had to do was sew them together and cut if I had to. It was just a lot of sewing strips together. And just work your way back and forth. Follow the stitch line. Oops, a little vibration there. When you're trying to go in the opposite direction. So it gets lost. Nobody sees that. Okay, just putter away. A little bit slower there. There we go. You just get into a routine and a groove, and you know, you just putter away. We got a couple more, three more, and then we're at the top there, at the top of the green. And then you'll be able to see now the red one and the pink one are in the same manner. And when I come to the other side of the red for the light blue, I'll stitch it in the same manner as I did the green here. You know, from corner to corner. I don't know, I guess submarine sandwiches, baguettes, whatever you want to call them. With that little stitch right there. All right, one more. And for this row. Yeah, don't worry about that little blue stitch right here, line right across. That was just to keep it nice and square because it was such a big quilt, right? I didn't want it to come off square. You know, I put a couple of base stitches across this one. You know, one in the center and on either side of the center. And yeah, there's another one here and there was another one down here, but I took it out because it was in my way. So that's literally what I'm just going to plug away at and keep going and going and going. And I'll work my way down the orange here, and you'll see. And I'm not going through the medallion pattern itself. I'm stopping at it. So I'm going to come here. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So you can see that I'm not coming through the pattern. It's almost like the medallions are sitting on top of the quilt that's already been quilted, if that makes any sense. See, I am going to come onto that pink because it's not all filled up with the medallion, but I'm just going to come next to it. See, it's just almost as if I was stitching the back and forth without it even being there, right? Okay, so lock the stitches on that corner. Do the same on the big one right here. Oops. Okay, right here. We'll start off in this corner. Don't forget to lock those stitches. You don't want all your hard work to come undone. And then just a little back and forth. And the tiny little space provided between those shell stitches, the shell color stitches, and the ones for the red or the pinky color here or what have you, whichever you would like to call it. Okay? And then you just keep working your way. So that's going to be my long arm Wednesday and possibly long arm Thursday. Because I'll be busy on it for a couple of days. And I haven't quite decided what I was going to do in the borders. I have a nice chunk. Let's see what size it is actually. And there's two of them. You might be able to see there's a pink flower with white, and then some green over here, and then a minty green and a textured waffly kind of fabric here. Like literally, I just busted the scraps. Just tried to have some fun. It's a 6-inch border if I count the whole thing continuous. Other than that, it's a 2.5 and a 3.5 sort of thing. So, I mean, I could separate them or I can treat them individually. We'll figure that out as we get there, I guess. So, but, and I'll probably free motion that. And I don't want to go too far because I don't think my neck will go down that far, and I don't want to make any weird stitches. So we'll call that Long Arm Wednesday, and we really appreciate you watching and subscribing and voting and checking out the other videos of weekend projects and other past Long Arm Wednesdays. So you could probably see the original one of this. Hey, you know, you make a choice. You don't like it, at least fix it, right? Don't be grumbly about it and go, oh, I just wasted all that time. I know it would have been faster to literally build another quilt. I know that. But I didn't. I took it all out and created lots of stuff for the birds. So thanks, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next time. So thanks. Bye-bye.